Have you ever wondered if we are truly alone in the universe? What if there's another Earth, quiet, rocky, and warm, waiting just beyond our reach? Ross 128b isn't a science fiction fantasy. It's a real planet, orbiting a faint red star only 11 light-years away. It doesn't flare violently like other stars. It's calm, silent, and it might be hiding something extraordinary. This rocky world could have the perfect ingredients for life: a stable temperature, an Earth-like mass, and a peaceful sun. But here's the twist. It doesn't rotate like Earth. One side may be forever bathed in sunlight, while the other is locked in eternal darkness. What could live in such a place? Could alien life thrive in the twilight, between night and day? And more importantly, if life exists there, what does that mean for us? This is the story of Ross 128b, a planet that might hold the key to answering humanity's oldest question: are we alone? Ross 128b is one of the most intriguing exoplanets ever discovered. Found in 2017 by astronomers using the HARPS spectrograph in Chile, this rocky world orbits a quiet red dwarf star named Ross 128. And by quiet, we mean extraordinarily calm, unlike most red dwarfs, which frequently blast their planets with deadly flares and radiation. Ross 128b doesn't face that fate. Instead, it orbits in the Goldilocks zone, where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist. Its equilibrium temperature is estimated to be between -60 degrees Celsius to +20 degrees Celsius, depending on its atmosphere. If it has clouds or a greenhouse effect, it could feel surprisingly Earth-like. The planet is at least 1.35 times Earth's mass and may be rocky with a stable surface. However, it's very close to its star, completing one orbit in just 9.9 Earth days. That means it's likely tidally locked, with one side in permanent daylight and the other in endless night. The star Ross 128 is about 5 billion years old, older than our Sun. Its long-term stability gives Ross 128 billion plenty of time for life, if it ever began, to evolve. But here's the challenge. Ross 128b doesn't transit in front of its star from our perspective. That makes it difficult to study its atmosphere directly. Still, new telescopes like the James Webb and upcoming Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, may change that. In a galaxy full of noise and chaos, Ross 128b is a whisper, a silent candidate for life, waiting to be heard. When it comes to searching for life beyond Earth, one name often dominates the conversation: Proxima Centauri b. It's the closest known exoplanet to Earth and has long been considered a strong candidate for habitability. But proximity doesn't always mean promise. Proxima b orbits a highly active red dwarf that frequently lashes out with intense radiation, flares that can strip away atmospheres and sterilize the surface. While it's technically in the habitable zone, its environment is anything but friendly. Now, enter Ross 128b, slightly farther, but orbiting a star that is nearly silent. No violent outbursts, no extreme solar storms, just calm, consistent light, like a cosmic candle burning steadily in the dark. While both planets are rocky and similar in mass, Ross 128b offers a far more stable setting. Its parent star is older, quieter, and gives life a better chance to evolve undisturbed. Think of it this way. Proxima b is like a cabin in the woods during a lightning storm. Ross 128b is that same cabin on a peaceful, clear night. For astrobiologists, that difference is massive. A stable star means a more stable climate and potentially a preserved atmosphere, two key ingredients for supporting life. In the race to find Earth's twin, Ross 128b might just be the quiet contender the universe has been hiding all along. So how do we reach a planet that's 11 light-years away? Too far to visit, too faint to see with the naked eye? The answer lies not in rockets, but in light. Scientists are now using powerful telescopes to decode the faint signals that reach us from Ross 128b. Every photon, every wobble, every trace of starlight might hold clues about what's happening on this distant world. The James Webb Space Telescope is already changing the game. While Ross 128b doesn't pass in front of its star, new observation methods, like high-resolution spectroscopy, are helping us analyze the star's light for signs of atmospheric chemicals such as oxygen, methane, or carbon dioxide. And that's just the beginning. The upcoming Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, with its 39-meter mirror, will allow us to study the light bouncing off Ross 128b directly. Future missions may even attempt to create rough maps of the planet's surface temperature or weather systems. Humanity's mission now is clear: to listen carefully, to look deeper, to read the quiet signs of life in places where no voice has spoken yet. Ross 128b is not just a scientific target, it's a mirror of our curiosity, a reminder that even in silence, the universe may be whispering back. Imagine this. In a quiet corner of the galaxy, on a rocky world orbiting a calm red star, something is breathing. Not humans, not aliens from science fiction, but microbial life, simple, ancient, and patient. It hides beneath the surface of Ross 128b, maybe in underground oceans warmed by internal heat. Or it clings to the twilight zone between eternal day and night, thriving in the balance between light and darkness. Perhaps this life leaves behind faint traces: methane from metabolism, oxygen from microscopic photosynthesis, chemicals that drift into the thin atmosphere, waiting for our telescopes to find them. Now imagine the moment. A signal from Ross 128b shows a mix of gases we can't explain through geology alone. The scientific community pauses, debates, verifies. Then, confirmation. We are not alone. It wouldn't be like discovering aliens with spaceships. It would be bigger. It would mean that life isn't a rare accident. It might be a natural part of the universe. And if life can emerge on a planet like Ross 128b, where else could it exist? How many worlds are alive right now, whispering across the stars? This is the future we might face. Not a universe of silence, but a universe full of quiet life, waiting to be heard. Ross 128b may be just one rocky world among billions, but what it represents is far greater. It reminds us that the universe is not just stars and numbers. It's possibility, it's mystery, and it may be speaking in languages we've only begun to learn how to hear. In the stillness of Ross 128b, we find reflection, a chance to ask, what does it mean to be alive in the cosmos? If life can arise in a place so distant, under such different conditions, then maybe, just maybe, life is woven into the very fabric of the universe. Our search for life is not just a scientific mission, it's a deeply human one. We're looking not only for aliens or microbes, but for connection. To know that in this vast expanse, we're part of something more. Perhaps the real discovery won't be finding life out there, but understanding life here, our own fragility, our shared home, and the rare miracle of being conscious stardust. Ross 128b may never speak to us, but its silence tells a story of curiosity, courage, and the endless drive to reach beyond. So we keep listening, we keep wondering, because the moment we stop asking if we're alone is the moment we forget what it means to truly be human.